Hello? Hello? Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, let's see here. I've got a slightly different setup today, which is nice for me at least. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, this music is quiet. There we go. Let's go! Ikuzo! Hi. Today we're sponsored by Ferret Murders for Hire. Ferret Murders for Hire for all your murders. $3 a.m.? Is it 3 a.m. for you? Go to sleep. My goodness. It's 1 p.m. for me. Ooh, I just turned my neck right there. It did not feel good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does not bode well for this stream, gonna be honest with you. Okay, let me just move this guy forward a little bit. So if you're not aware, the other day I was moving my elliptical into my bedroom, which is where I am right now, which is great, fantastic, much easier for me to do these streams. But the problem is, I did an oopsie poopsie. I did an oopsie poopsie, and yeah, you can hire a ferret murderer assassin. Did I recover? I really didn't, to be honest with you. And in fact, actually, when you get injured, by the way, when you get injured, or if you do like a really hard workout, the height of the injury is 48 hours after it happens. At least so my mother tells me. If you're not aware, she's a doctor. Oh, I didn't play my little intro video where it tells you, my dad's an engineer, my mom's a doctor, and they made me from one of those little eyebrow robot things, one of those off-brand eyebrows. Forgot to play that. Oh well. But yeah, so I'm actually technically in my worst condition. I'm in my worst condition. But yeah, so I was dragging the elliptical in here, and I was literally like basically carrying it. It's like a huge big machine, right? And you can see one back there, like back there. You see that's an elliptical. And I stepped and I slipped on a wig that I had left on the floor. Actually, there's hair tracks. Some hair that I had left on the floor, some wig hair. And I just slipped and fell and had the elliptical fall on top of me because I was carrying the elliptical. But, so yeah, my whole left side of my body, which is the side I fell on, is pretty sore. My wrist is really bad. My shoulder's not great. And just now my neck is feeling really bad all of a sudden, but I think that's because of the way I think it's partially because of the way I slept, but definitely partly because how I fell. 1 second, let me close this door so you can't hear the fan thing. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to not use my left hand at all. And I'm just gonna, also, there's like something sharp, There's like something sharp in my shoe. That's causing me pain. I'll just not wear a shoe, I guess. Did I ice anything down? Yeah, I iced my wrist, and I also took a bath. Apparently what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to 10 minutes on, like 10 minutes ice, or 10 minutes of ice, 10 minutes of no ice, or like heat. Which is I guess why icy hot is a thing. So yeah, I was icing my wrist right after I fell. I should ice it again, to be honest, because I can tell it's a little swollen. Like, it doesn't look really swollen. I can just sort of tell. This, by the way, is the same wrist that I broke while roller skating. Although saying I was roller skating is really doing a just disservice to roller skaters. Oh, I didn't actually, I was doing the elliptical, but I didn't actually turn it on. Okay, there we go, 12-minute interval. High intensity interval training. Where I literally, I was sitting on a bench and I put the roller skates on, and I stood up, and I rolled into a planter, and I fell, and I broke my wrist. It was literally that quick. And by the way, this was right after I had moved into my neighborhood. So my thought was, oh, I have literally not seen my neighborhood yet. Like, I've literally just not seen it. So I'll like roller skate around. It's like a beautiful day. So it was like 2 weeks after I had gotten my job and I moved here. And I put the roller skates on, I fall, I break my wrist, I have to go to the emergency room. And then I actually had trouble doing my job because if you're trying to navigate in Maya, which is a 3D modeling program that we use at my work a lot, you kind of need to do like hotkeys while you're pressing the mouse and stuff. And I couldn't bring my wrist up to the keyboard because it was in a splint. My wrist was broken really badly, but they couldn't do anything about it for like 2 weeks. I didn't even get a cast for 2 weeks. I just sort of had to hold really still. And my doctor told me, I don't know what they're called, osteologist. He told me that if I had moved it, I would have had to get surgery. Because if you guys don't know this, breaking bones in your wrist is really dangerous because there's so many veins, like there's so many delicate veins in your wrist and hand that you can actually die from breaking a bone in your wrist. Sorry if I just gave you existential horror. But I'm fine. That was a long time ago, so I'm good. The only other time, there's 3 times I've ever had to go to the emergency room. One was the one I just told you. That was the newest one. The second newest one was I had literally flown. I think I've told this story. I visited Farah in Hong Kong. I had gone to visit Farah in Hong Kong, and I had literally just flown back, lost my car in the airport, so it took me 30 minutes to find it. Then once I found my car, I had lost the ticket. Every time you slam Descon, please consider this information. I don't think you're gonna break your wrist that way. If anything, you're gonna break like your hand, which is okay-ish. Like you're not gonna die from like breaking your finger or something. It's specifically your wrist. But yeah, so I had lost my car, and then I'd lost the ticket once I had found the car. That you have to pay for the parking, so I had to pay the maximum. And then I drove home, and I was carrying all my luggage, and I was wearing these shoes that had really long shoelaces. And while I was carrying all my luggage and walking up onto the curb, I tripped, and I couldn't catch myself because my arms were completely full with luggage, and so my chin hit the pavement, and I was bleeding everywhere. So I was like trying to hold my chin while holding all my luggage, and I got to my house, and I got to the elevator. I don't live there anymore. I got to the elevator to go up to my house, and there was a girl in the elevator, and she was like looking over at me like I had like blood all over my hands. And she was like, do you need a tissue? And I was like, well, and I pull my hand, because I didn't know how bloody it was. I just instinctually was holding my chin. I pulled my hand away from my chin, and my hand was dripping with blood. And I was like, a tissue would be great, actually. So she gave me a whole packet of tissues. I was like, thank you so much. And I was holding the tissues up against my chin. And you know what the great thing is that I walked out of the elevator. She had to go farther up higher. I walked out of the elevator, and I immediately tripped on my shoelaces again. Like, right there, I think I heard her gasp. And I got blood on the floor. But anyways, I went back to my house. I'm doing fine. I'm talking about years ago. I'm talking about years and years and years ago. Oh, I'm beating in general with the elliptical right now. It's not great. But I'm just holding my left arm, which was the problematic area down on my side. But anyways, I cleaned myself up, and I put a Band-Aid on it, because actually the cut was really small. It was just kind of deep. And I went to the emergency room. comedy equals tragedy plus time. Or if you're me, comedy equals tragedy plus Lua. I think that both me and many people enjoy reveling in my suffering. One day, maybe that'd be too sad, I don't know, but one day, maybe Farah and me will do a stream looking through my yearbook, because I don't know about you guys, but like, especially for like elementary school yearbooks, they had like all of these questions in them, like a questionnaire kind of thing, so that you could look back on it and like know a little bit more about yourself. And my answers were so depressing. They were so sad. Like, one was like, what do you like doing with your friends? And I was like, I just like being with them, but sometimes they pretend I don't exist. Sounds like 4 failed ferret assassinations. I guess, I'm not gonna slander the company that's sponsoring me. They do good work. Yeah, so it's always a laugh riot when we look through my yearbooks. That's what I'm saying. How is everybody else? It's Wednesday, right? Feels like Tuesday to me. I don't know why. But it is Wednesday, my dudes. I'm like right under the fan. Actually, I'm gonna turn it up higher because that feels really nice. But I also feel like if I straightened my back, my head would hit the fan for sure. I'm acting. Okay. My pals over at Kawa Entertainment, which is a new VTuber company that's recruiting talent essentially right now. They made a really cool app that I had been wanting to make for a really long time, where it takes your VR input and sends it to VTube Studio so you can still use your Live 2D avatar, which is super helpful. I've been wanting to do that for a long time, and I'm excited to cross it off the Trello. And they told me I might be able to test it out, so I'm really excited about that. However, I did ask them, please, for the love of God, please add the VR facial tracker to it, because I have a VR facial tracker and I want to use it. I want to use it. I never get to use it. So we'll see if they do though. I don't know, I'm not sure. Honestly, they seemed shocked that anyone had VR facial trackers, but there are dozens of us. Dozens! So I hope they do that, but that'll be fun, because then I don't have to do like, well, the thing is, I don't know, there's not many VR streams that I try to do where, like, because I wouldn't use it for Beat Saber, I don't think. VR Live 2D, yeah, VR Live 2D, exactly. If I was playing Beat Saber, I think I really would want to be full body. Maybe if I started doing like everyday Beat Saber streams, some of them would be full body, some of them would be Live 2D, maybe? Because Live 2D would definitely be easier because I don't have to make sure all my trackers are charged and hooking them up and stuff. Oh, it's a real hassle. It's a real problem. I would really like to start doing more Beat Saber. Obviously not with my wrist like messed up right now, so I'm kind of, can't do that right now. But yeah. Recently I've been doing a lot of Live 2D rigging off stream with my adorable daughter Fleshy. That's her name. Her name is Fleshy. And she's almost ready. She's almost ready to exit the birth canal. I miss Beat Saber mostly for forcing you to play hell songs. Yeah, I think, see, that's the cool, that was the nice thing about doing it on Twitch, is because people could request songs. I think maybe, I don't know. Sometimes I struggle, like, should I stream more on Twitch, or I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. But maybe I'll go back to doing more like Beat Saber streams on Twitch or something. I don't know. Ah! Ah! I am a tomato right now, gosh darn. I was trying to figure out what to eat for lunch, and I don't think I'm actually gonna eat anything for lunch because I ended up eating a really big cereal, but now I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner. And I went to the farmer's market a few days ago. Funny purple sign. And I got like fancy ciabatta bread and stuff, and a bunch of stuff to make sandwiches, and I have not found the motivation to actually make the sandwich. And at this point, I really need to get my butt in gear because it's gonna start going bad. But I really want to get like guacamole first, because, or like an avocado. An avocado, thanks. Because that just makes it taste so much better. So much better. Oh my goodness. I want to make, so I got like turkey breast, like sliced turkey breast. Got my ciabatta, which I'd put garlic butter on, toast that a little bit. Then I would take some sliced tomato, sliced avocado, put that on there. Maybe some pepper, a little bit of salt, and free shavakadu. And then maybe a little bit of like chicken sandwich sauce that I have, which is kind of like a matchup. Talking about food while working out, I think about food constantly. Like 100% of the time. It's unhealthy. It's part of my problem. It's part of my problem. But because what I really want to get is I want to make ramen tonight, or not make. I want to buy ramen tonight. But that's not good for me. That's not good for me. I already finished one 12-minute interval apparently. Speaking of food, did you and the fam ever get around to eating all that summer sausage? Yes, yes. My dad, this is a weird stream. I don't know if you guys remember, my dad was stuck on the other side of the country after he got COVID really badly and was hospitalized. But so he was finally able to come home, and on the way home, because I don't live even vaguely close to my parents. So instead of flying to their home, they flew to meet me and hang out with me for a few days before they went back home. So that was like early mid-January-ish. And so my dad finally got to try all the sausages, and they were really good. I really liked them. Although honestly, they all kind of tasted the same to me. My dad was like, you are so unrefined. Can't you taste the difference? Like, this one is spicier and this one's less spicy. And I'm like, sure, like this one's spicy and less spicy, but like this one's supposed to be venison and this one's supposed to be like boar. Like, there's such different meats. You'd think there'd be like a difference in that department, but it was just like meat with spices. They were good though. I still have a lot of them. I still have a ton of them. We ate almost an entire stick while he was here because he really liked them. And then I haven't been eating them much. Maybe I'll make some sandwiches with that. What am I doing? I'm on an elliptical right now. Right now I'm on an elliptical, which is basically a machine where you can walk, more or less. And I'm doing HIIT interval training, which is high intensity interval training, where it like goes really high intensity and then really low intensity, back and forth. And it's for 12 minutes. I guess once in the grinder. Yeah, I don't know, it was weird. But I mean, it was good, it was really good. But they did all just kind of taste the same. Whew. It's easier on the knees, save your knees. Yeah, that is why I use this. I have a lot of like circulation problems. So when I actually go running, all the vibrations, they make my legs super, super, super itchy. So that's a real problem for me. Obviously I have circulation issues. My heart rate is 157 right now from walking, essentially. So instead of like running, which is a lot of vibrations, I just use the elliptical, which has basically no vibrations. It's really nice. And it's good for your joints, yeah. It's really good for your knees and your joints. Whew. Whew. Have you looked at shoes with a lot of cushion to dampen the vibration? I don't think that would help. I don't think that would help. It's not like, because I mean, it's, yeah. Hello, Tom. I'm beat red right now because of Tom and Tom's beautiful VTube Studio heart rate plugin. This morning, I posted a live 3D artist in our Luaverse chat, and our friend, who is not a member of the Luaverse but has vaguely expressed interest, was like, oh, cute, I want it. And I'm trying to convince her to become a VTuber. We'll see, we'll see. Your legs are sore from drumming, so I know I need to stretch. I never thought about that. YouTube didn't notify you this went live? Yeah, I don't know. I literally don't trust YouTube's notification system. I never ring the bell. I never set remind me or any of those things because it doesn't do it. And if I figure if I give YouTube no information about which channels I prefer, then they're gonna show me all my channels equally, which honestly has been working so far, by the way. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I definitely have an adversarial relationship with this platform. My notifications are the only ones you get on your phone. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I want to complain. I want to complain. Yeah, my cheek puff. I want to complain because something stupid, weird happened last night. It was like 1 a.m. and I was like done with all my stuff. I was going to bed. And I look outside my window and I noticed that my neighbor is just sitting on the curb talking on her phone, but like my window is like right next to the curb. And so it just didn't occur to her that I hear everything she was saying. And she was just like, I don't know, she was like having an argument with her partner or something. I don't know what was happening, but she was very upset. And I was like, ooh, tea. Also very annoying though, because I'm trying to go to sleep. And so I just sat there and I looked over and there was like a really cute like local stray cat that like walked right up to her and like really wanted pets and was like rubbing on her. And she hit it. She swatted the cat away. So I feel no remorse. I feel zero remorse about talking shit about her. So yeah, she was just being hella annoying, yelling at her partner until like 2:30 in the morning. I don't know why she decided not to do this in her own home. She lives alone. Do it in your own home. I think she originally went out there to like smoke, but she wasn't smoking. Go back inside your own goddamn house. So weird. So weird. Time to hire murder ferret. It was super weird. It was super weird. So yeah, I got less sleep last night than I was hoping. That's my point. I did get to read some manga though, so that was nice. Or I should say webtoons. Although I haven't found any like really good webtoons to read recently. Although to be fair, there's not very many good webtoons. To be real, to be honest, not very many good webtoons. I'm still just rereading. I just continuously reread over and over and over again Author of My Own Destiny. It's basically my favorite webtoon. So good. So good. It's on hiatus though, and I'm sad about it. I'm really sad about it. And then also I've been I've been doing more like sewing and stuff off stream, which has been really nice actually. What is the differentiation between webcomic and webtoon? My partner hasn't been able to explain this to me. I don't believe there is one. Webtoons, maybe a formatting thing. Webcomics can be literally any format, but webtoons usually refer to Korean webcomics. And they have it's like a webtoons are usually imply the vertical format. So it's like manga paneling, except that it's just one really long strip so that you can just scroll down with your phone because it's meant to be read on a phone. Maybe that's the difference. It's meant to be read on your phone. Manhwa. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a kind of manhwa. It's a kind of manhwa. Although they really don't, I feel like they really don't make non-webtoon manhwa anymore. I'm sure they do. I have no idea. I've not heard of any of them. I was gonna say, oh, there's one that I read and I realized there's a webtoon. Weird. Usually long form, some authors really take advantage of the format. There's some webtoons, oh, you wanna hear something funny? There's some webtoons that, because you're specifically reading it on their app, they're like, we composed this song to go along with the chapter. So as you're reading the chapter, it plays a song. It's so interesting. There's a webtoon I read. I don't know I'll be honest, I don't know the like official title, but it's called Villainous is a Marionette or something like that. And they recently did a collab with TXT? That doesn't sound right. Some really, really famous K-pop boy group. I don't remember which one. But that was interesting. That was interesting. So yeah, webtoons are very, there's some webtoons I really think should become anime. So they've started, oh, as I say they, Crunchyroll has started licensing webtoons to become anime. NXT, no, I don't think is that NXT a thing? I said TXT. I don't remember, maybe it was 17? That doesn't sound right either though. I don't remember who it was. Anyways. Yeah, Crunchyroll's been turning webtoons into anime. You gonna walk for an hour? No, I'm actually probably only gonna walk for another 15 minutes because then I have to go back to work. Yeah. This morning my boss messaged me and was like, hey Lua, can we have a chat? And I was like, I'm gonna get fired. I'm getting fired. Every single time someone says something vague like that, I'm like, I'm getting fired. She said, I get fired. But then he called me and he was just like, oh, is there a test level for this? And I was like, oh yes, this. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. It's like, why was this a call? Why was this a call? This didn't have to be a call. So weird. Did I tell you guys about this really infamous incident that happened at my work where the guy who used to be our HR, who's the worst, literally the worst, I hate him. He's a horrible person, like in general. I can't believe he was HR for our company. He still works there. He still works in my company. Okay, we're not gonna talk about this. But basically he said right after a game that we had been working on got canceled, which happens all the time in the games industry. Super common. Honestly, more games get canceled than they get made. So he sends an invite out to the whole programming team and it just says personnel update, ... Meeting scheduled to all the programmers named personnel update ... Well, actually the funny thing is it wasn't all programmers. It wasn't all programmers. It was like a large subset of them. You had to explain to your boss that can we talk triggers the fear response in everyone and got them to say good news, can we talk to people instead. Oh yeah, that's smart. See, when I say stuff to people, I just say, can we chat? And then I say what we want to chat about. I just tell them, whatever. But, he's a personal update, da, da, da. We go to the meeting. We go to the meeting. It was the stupidest meeting ever. He was like, your coworker who works remotely has transitioned and now uses she, her pronouns. And I'm like, why is this a meeting? What the hell? This didn't have to be a meeting. That's it. We were all just like, I think somebody even said like, is that it? Is that it? What? Why is this a meeting? That's so weird. What the hell? So stupid. I hate that HR guy. He's the worst. Anyways. That's literally all he said, by the way. That's all the HR guy said. And then we left. We're like, why? That was insane. Also, we got the meeting notice like 2 days ahead of time too. Like we got it like really far ahead of time. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. I'm gonna say it anyways. I can't stop myself. Once I've started, it feels weirder to me to start a topic and then not finish it than to just finish it. PSS, you're all fired effective Friday. This HR guy was continues to be so, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. He's not a nice person. He's a bad person. You kind of like this guy? No, he's actually a disgusting human being and I despise him. So many people have left our company because of him that it is actually the grossest thing in the world. I cannot believe he still works there and it pisses me off. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue this line of conversation. Anyways, what else is going on in the Luaverse? What else is going on in the Luaverse? Yeah, my daughter's gonna be born. I said that so sincerely. My VTuber daughter is almost finished being rigged. I believe her re-debut, I don't know what she's calling it. Her unveiling date is March 25th. And we're gonna be having a call about it today. Is that the 3rd or 4th? It depends on who you count. Officially speaking, that would be my 4th because first we had Rei Akumako, then we had Abigail, then we had Himeko Q, and now we have Fleshy. I mean, yeah, I'm in VTuber. VTuber children. Yeah. No, I'm not having, no, God, no, Her name is Fleshy, like the flesh on your body. Well, I guess actually, Tom, you are the literally only person I could not say that to, but it's the flesh on a human, like me. I'm a real flesh girl, so it's like fleshy. The Lua fam is growing, yes. Grow, my children. And then the next child who's gonna be born is Zuzi. It's a very interesting name. Fleshy's name is very interesting. Yeah, Zuzi is gonna be my next daughter. VTuber toilet is I have not explored yet. So yeah, I'm gonna mostly rig Zuzi on stream, I believe. Can't wait to see this kid. Honestly, y'all, Fleshy turned out really good though. She looks really great. If Belinda becomes my VTuber daughter when she debuts her model, what are the implications of the two of you doing a series? What do you mean? Like doing more VTuber models or like ending this? Because by the way, we're holding off on the series until there's more like developments to be made. Well, that reminds me of there's a live city rigger, I believe they're a rigger, who rigged an artist's VTuber model, and then that artist became the artist for their VTuber model. Or there was something like that. It was really weird. So it was like they were their own grandparent. When you get into computer science college, maybe you'll debut. Well, I hope you get in. I hope you get in. Computer science is a competitive major. Impacted, as the word is impacted, where they accept as many people as they can, or maybe too many people, throughout the world at colleges. VTuber family trees are deeply cursed. Bon did my model, and she's also my partner. It's just an Ouroboros. Yeah, this is true. This is true. So she's the mother and the spouse. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, if we're going by this logic, though, then I am like, what's it called? I just split off. You know what I mean? What's it called? Asexual cloning? Or I'm like an amoeba. I gave birth to myself. I took off a piece of myself and a whole new me grew from it. Mitosis? Is that what mitosis is? I did not know that. I did not know that's what mitosis is. I knew the word. I used to be really good at biology. Well, I say really good. I got good grades in biology. I don't know if I was really good. I was in, it's actually really funny. I felt like I was pretty average in my class, in my VTuber class, I almost said, in my biology class. But I guess my biology teacher was so used to having mean kids in her class, so to speak. She called my parents and was like, Lua is such a delight to have in class. And she did that with like all the good kids. She did that with like all my friends. Pathogenic VTuber. Oh, that makes me want to play, what's the name of the game? That makes me want to play that game, it's not called Pandemic, is it? The web browser game where you play as a virus and try to get everyone sick. Oddly, I did biology as my college major and then ended up working at FANG for years. That's sweet. You know, the funny thing about programming is you can kind of get there from anywhere. It's almost like medicine, like how you can be pre-med in anything. I knew someone who's pre-med music major. The game is in fact called Pandemic. I can see why I didn't remember it. That word has been overwritten in my brain. Oh, the music's kind of loud. I wonder if they've made any updates or changes or took it down or something. I have many questions. Also funny, sorry, speaking of FANG, I was setting up my memberships, which will not be open for quite a while, by the way. But I was setting up my memberships and I was trying to decide the names of the membership tiers. I'll spoil it for you guys. I'll spoil it. It's one of them. I think the first tier is called disposable income. The second tier is called what was it? Burnable garbage money or something like that. And then the final tier is called FANG engineer. I wanted to go to sleep, good night. I wanted to express how I felt appropriately, and I think I did so. I think I got there. So yeah. Yeah, I have plans. For a membership open stream. It's gonna be an endurance stream, laser targeted. It gets the idea across, doesn't it? Also, so many programmers follow me that it's not even like, that's not even like a particularly specific thing to say, because so many, specifically FANG engineers follow me, which is so funny to me. It's continuously very funny to me. But anyways, so when my membership open string happens, which I have no date for, by the way, it will be an endurance stream where I'm going to be exercising and playing video games at the same time. I was kind of wondering if I should do it in a subathon type format, but it's kind of weird because YouTube doesn't have gifted memberships, although they're working on it. Apparently they have it. The suspiciously wealthy furries have to get that money from somewhere. Beat Saber? I don't know if I'm gonna do Beat Saber because I need to do something like chill. I'll probably just be on this elliptical, honestly. Suspiciously wealthy furry would be an excellent membership tier. I feel like it would be a better membership tier for Farah. We should rename Farah's membership tiers, maybe. I will bring this up to her. Maybe she'll do it as part of her subathon. By the way, Farah's doing a subathon soonish. She hasn't, I don't know how much she's announced it, but save up your cash because Farah actually does need it so she can have a computer that doesn't crash every 5 minutes. You have no idea how many people wore fursuits at your company's Halloween event. That is so funny. It's your band name now. That's so funny. Am I gonna do the dangerous thing? No, I'm not doing the dangerous thing. Oh, I did a test. So basically, I would have to remove the front part of the elliptical, which I don't know if it would even work. But even once I did that, I would have to be able to use the elliptical without holding on to anything. And so I'm gonna do that right now. And even just with my eyes open, being able to see perfectly, I'm already sort of falling over. So I'm not doing the lethal Beat Saber stream. GoFundMe Farrah's goddamn computer. Seriously. 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 Way back in November, you made that suspiciously wealthy VTuber Lua edit true. Speaking of, this morning, so last night I saw something and I was like, oh, I want it. There's no reason I should get this. There's literally no reason I should get this, but I want it. Like, I don't even know if it's a good idea to get this. It'd be maybe a bad idea. And I messaged the Luaverse chat and I was like, hey chat, should I get this? It seems like it's like I literally told them, I'm like, I do not need it. And it honestly seems like an impulse purchase. And every single one of those motherfuckers were like, do it, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. You have the money, buy it. And I was like, I hate all of you so much. They're trying to milk me for everything I'm worth. I know it. Hey chat, do I get this? So yeah, I'm buying it. Honestly, it doesn't even seem like a good idea though. Yes, I'm gonna keep you in the dark because it's related to VTubing. I'll reveal it my anniversary stream, my half-year anniversary stream, my 6-month anniversary. That's when I'll show you guys what I got. I have so many things in the works, you guys. It's actually so stupid. 10-gallon barrel of lube from Amazon. No, it's not that. It's not that. I could never do that because I value cleanliness too much. You are a bunch of enablers. You're all enablers. I really want my friend to become a VTuber. I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but we have a friend who is always kind of vaguely considered joining us as a VTuber. And when I posted an artist in chat, she was like, oh. And I really hope she joins us. I hope she joins us. She brings such a balance to our group. She's so chill. Where do you even keep 10 gallons of lube? You don't. You don't. If it's for VTubing, then it can't be that pointless. It's pretty pointless. It's pretty pointless. It's something I didn't even consider doing. And I still kind of think it's a bad idea, to be honest with you. I still kind of think it's a bad idea, to be honest with you. I'm hoping that I can just redirect that energy to my friend if she decides to join us. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping she'll just decide to join us and I can redirect that energy. Are you not a point in yourself? I've got a point on my head. Oh. Oh. Bad ideas are the best ideas. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay. I just realized my elliptical's off. It's not even on. I've been sitting here doing nothing. Like I've been walking and everything, but like it finished the interval so long ago that it just turned off. Okay, enough of this. Enough of elliptical. Elliptical time over. How do I do this? Ah, I don't know why that happened. That was weird. Okay. Maybe she's messaged us and told us that she's gonna join. I'm gonna look. It sounds like she's gonna join us. It sounds like she's gonna join us. It sounds like we're gonna have another member of the Luaverse. But she said it in a way that I don't know if she's talking about that or the game that they were talking about. Because they were talking about a video game. Apparently she also plays remember that dragon game that Farah was playing? That like role-playing dragon game? Apparently she also plays that. But in context, it does sound like she's gonna work on her. Oh, you guys. We're gonna have an artist in the Luaverse. Ooh, yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. Ooh. Yeah, I know, right? Well, she's our friend, so of course she like vibes with us. But like, she's honestly, The funny thing is we're also trying to convince Queenie to join, except Queenie would not stream. Queenie would exclusively do math tutorials, which I think would be hilarious. And I would love her. We're slowly wearing her down. We've been wearing her down for like a year and a half now, and it's starting to work. So I think she probably won't, honestly, to be honest. But yeah, I think it'd be so funny. So yes. Anyways, let's end the stream with that happy news. With that beautifully happy news. I'll see you all on the flip side. Why did I say that? Bye.